Well, I was just sitting here a minute ago. I laid down and closed my eyes, and my DARPA HUD activated. And sometimes it'll put text up there to give me, latest and greatest. It's kind of like the other night when I had the chest pains. I get these early warning indicators. And they told me that they had somebody try to hack my email accounts and put child porn on them. That's a common tactic. They'll hack your email accounts and they'll put child porn on it, and then later they'll say, "Oh, we discovered child porn on you," and then they'll start trying to negotiate with you. If you got dirt on the government or something. You may remember Bill Gates' house cleaner or something like that, as secretary, had the FBI busted him because he had child porn on his computer, right? Of course, when you know what I know, it's like, come on. These people that fall for this shit, they've got to be the biggest fucking morons on the planet to let the FBI or whoever it is that plants the child porn on you to get away with it. Because all you got to do in trial, it's going to smear your name, and the media is going to say, "Oh, you were found with child porn," and all of this stuff. And they'll try to ruin your reputation. And it's like the other day, John McAfee. I sent that email out, and with his picture on it and everything, I sent it to Alex, and this happens all the time. It's kind of like Charlie Daniels. Right before Charlie Daniels died, I sent some emails to Alex, and the next day he died. Well, same thing happened with John McAfee. This shit happens all the time. I can send an email to somebody. It's like today I was sending an email about Jeff Bezos, who's probably about to die. And because it never fails, when I send an email like that, they die like the next day. Well, my DARPA heads up display there was feeding me, and this is the extraterrestrial original HUD that I had before I even joined the Army, but somehow DARPA figured out how to tap into that, and they've been using it to their benefit for a long time now, if you haven't noticed. I don't think they like the fact that these foreign entities or these corporations that are even located in America are hacking our minds and murdering 22 veterans a day, right? So using them for illegal human research, and then after they're done with them, they excuse as PTSD. The only reason they sent all of those soldiers to go fight in pointless wars was so that they would have a veteran class that they could test technology out on. And then when they're done testing the technology out on them, the ultimate goal for these demons is to mind control them into blowing their brains out so they can blame it on PTSD, which was the reason why they sent us to fight in pointless wars in the first place. The reason that they thought it was. The actual Operation Bait and Tackle was to get all of these Nazis in a big fat trap, and when it was all said and done, expose what they're up to, and then that way your soldiers didn't die in vain. You wait till you can see the whites of their eyes there, General Boudet. I can smell their buttholes right now, by the way. So I don't know what you're waiting for. But what I'm getting at is this planting of the child porn, right? So when you go to trial by jury, of course you don't want the embarrassment and all of that stuff. I don't care. Come on with it, man. You can do whatever you want. I'm not going to kill myself, and I don't like child porn, okay? All right, that's what these videos are real valuable, so that when something like that is planted on me, I can be like, hey, go back and watch that video where I said I'm not into child porn, right? I'm not. Come on, seriously. I'm not into porn at all. I don't do porn, okay? I don't do titty bars. I don't like to go to a titty bar just to get my dick hard and then not have a chance. What do you like, blue balls or something? Why do people like to go to titty bars, right? I actually like getting pussy. I don't like going and looking at pussy, right? It just doesn't make sense to me, all right? So, anyways, in a court of law, in a trial, whenever you've been charged because you had child porn planted on you, right? Like it was like Bill Gates, right? His secretary. All he had to do was cross-examine the police officer or the FBI agent in the cyber crime that found the child porn. You get an opportunity to get them on the stand, and the very simple question to ask, especially with all this Russian hackers all the time, Russian hackers. Now everybody thinks that Russia's hacking everything. They're not hacking a fucking thing. Russia ain't hacking shit. Okay, these are American corporations that are hacking things, right? They're having a big civil war. It's a technological civil war. Russia's just the scapegoat for these people so that they can have their big technological civil war. It's fucking ridiculous. But you get that FBI cybercrime division guy up there on the stand, which is your right, and you go, please tell me, special agent, is it possible for somebody to hack my computer and put child porn on it? Is that possible? And the special agent's going to go, yeah, that's possible. I rest my case. I mean, it's fucking, that's all you got to do. Okay? Seriously. That's it. That's the end of it. You can't prove that that wasn't planted. You cannot prove it. There is no case for that. There's not a case there. You don't have a case. You cannot prove beyond a reasonable doubt that somebody didn't hack a computer and plant evidence. And anytime anybody ever gets in trouble for that, that's all you got to say. That's all you got to say. These agencies are doing that now. You get the cybercrime division guy up there, your expert witness or the agent that arrested you, and you say, is it possible for that to have been planted on my computer? And yes, it is. It's possible. Case closed. Not guilty. I mean, literally. Your forensic science and all of that. They're going to say, well, we tracked the IP address back to you. Is it possible with somebody that's really technologically savvy to leave somebody else's fingerprints on a hack? Happens all the time. It happens all the time. That's what happened in 2016, by the way. They hacked the election and made it look like Russia. It's an old KGB trick, but they just used Russia to make it look like it was Russia, when truly it wasn't Russia that hacked the 2016 election. And they forgot to mention that they hacked the minds of the people, the voting machines. Yeah, what do you think that means? Okay, they're hacking people's minds, all right? These people are transhumanist, the big transhumanist movement, the progressive movement. All of this shit, they're not telling you any of it. Watch the YouTube channel, A Simulated Reality. But what I wanted to point out, most importantly in this video, is anybody that allows themselves to be pressed into taking some sort of a charge because somebody planted something on your computer, it's so easy to get out of that. You don't even need, all you need is the court-appointed attorney to get out of that. I mean, hell, you don't even need that. Just represent yourself. Get the person that arrested you on there on the stand and say, is it possible that somebody planted this information onto my computer? Is that possible? And he has to say yes, because it's 1,000% possible. So you don't have a case. So that just another piece to the puzzle there that proves that everything you see in the media is scripted and bullshit. These people agree to take the fall. It's just like the secretary for Bill Gates who was found with child porn. Any defense lawyer, if that wasn't a scripted news story just to get that out there for symbolistic reasons, symbolism and things like that, these people agree to take a hit on things. They get millions of dollars to do it. It's all theater. All of it's theater. All of it. Because a good defense attorney would have said, well, let's just go to trial by jury, and when I cross-examine the cyber division, they're going to say, yeah, that's possible, and that's the end of it. It's lights out. You can't charge somebody for something that is that easy to prove that it's possible that somebody planted evidence, because that's all you got to say, beyond a reasonable doubt. So, yeah, just more compound evidence that all of these people are full of shit.